Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today is Wednesday and it is a beautiful day to dive into the absolute mess that is happening on our screens right now. There is so much to unpack, so grab a snack and let's get into it. And on the Wednesday, May 20 episode, we finally see Kat starting to really question EJ. She is grilling him, and you guys know Kat is an ISA agent. Her entire mission right now is to help Rafe figure out whatever illegal activities EJ is hiding in that hospital basement or wherever he is doing his mad science. But here is the thing. Bringing someone back from the dead with a newly developed drug might break some ethical rules, sure. But is it actually illegal enough to arrest him? Probably not. I mean, it is Salem. People come back from the dead more often than they change their shoes. But what EJ wants to do with this drug, this Versivix, now that he has successfully brought Lexie back to the land of the living, that is where things get super shady. Because EJ fully intends to market this Versivix concoction on the black market. Yes, the black market. What were they thinking? Who actually believes this is going to end well? It is just classic DiMera greed. He can never just be happy with a miracle. He has to monetize it illegally. So when Kat is questioning him, I have to wonder what her angle really is. Is she asking about their private time in Italy to throw him off balance? Or is she trying to dig deeper into the future of this miracle drug? Because if EJ is planning to mass produce this stuff and sell it to the highest bidder, he is going to be in so much trouble. And maybe her questions are about who else he plans to resurrect. He is a DiMera after all. There is always a backup plan and a backup body. I just feel like Kat is playing with fire here. She is poking a very dangerous bear. And EJ is so oblivious because he is distracted by her, but eventually he is going to figure out she is working with Rafe. And when he does, it is going to be explosive. I actually kind of like them together. Wait, no. That sounded crazy. They are terrible for each other. But you get what I mean, it is good TV. Okay, moving on to the absolute tragedy happening across town. The fallout from Sophia's disappearance. Amy Choi is just breaking my heart right now. Sheena Nielsen is doing such an incredible job playing this grieving mother. Jada had to sit Amy and her husband down and tell them that the search for Sophia has officially shifted from a rescue mission to a recovery mission. That is just the absolute worst news a parent can hear. And Amy naturally does not want to accept it. Who would? But by Wednesday, she finally has to face the reality of it. The poor woman is in full-blown mourning. And, of course, grief needs a target. So Amy is blaming Holly for Sophia's death. And let's be real, Holly is not entirely innocent here in terms of being a mean girl. Both Holly and Ari are really struggling to process their complicated feelings about Sophia. They used to be this tight trio of best friends, and then they became bitter enemies. Holly said some really awful, unforgivable things about Sophia on social media right before she supposedly took her own life. So the guilt is eating Holly alive. And Ari is right there with her, dealing with the trauma of losing a friend who turned into a rival. They are just kids, you know? They are going to be dealing with these heavy emotions for a long, long time. But the most frustrating part for us as the audience is that we know the truth. We know Sophia did not jump. We know Kristen DiMera bashed her over the head with a rock and had her thugs throw her in the river. It makes me want to scream at the TV. Holly is spiraling, Amy is devastated, and Kristen is just sitting in the DiMera mansion sipping champagne. It is so unfair, but that is how the writers always do it. They drag out the secret until the maximum amount of damage is done. I just hope Holly does not relapse into pills or drinking because of the pressure Amy is putting on her with these cyberbullying accusations. And speaking of Ari, we need to talk about her mother, Gabi Hernandez. Honestly, what is wrong with Gabi lately? I used to root for her, I really did. But she is just making one terrible decision after another. Ari recently had a heart-to-heart with Gabi and explicitly told her mother that she wants to make her own mistakes. She wants to live her own life. But Gabi either was not listening or she has selective amnesia because she is about to do something incredibly stupid. She is going to offer Liam a bribe. Yes, a bribe. Gabi wants to pay Liam off, probably to stay away from Ari or to forget he ever knew her. And I am just sitting here like, Gabi, stop! Philip just dumped you because you betrayed him and lied to him for months. You have lost your man, you have lost your power at Titan, and now you are going to alienate your daughter? It is a train wreck. Thankfully, Liam is actually trying to be a decent guy right now. He rejects the offer. He refuses to take Gabi's dirty money. And honestly, Gabi better brace herself because if Liam tells Ari about this bribe, Ari is going to explode. Gabi is going to be left with absolutely no one. Well, except maybe Theo, who is always hovering around to comfort her. But still, Gabi is her own worst enemy right now. I just do not get it. I want the old, smart Gabi back. Finally, let's talk about the romance department, or whatever you want to call what is happening with Belle and Chad. They are finally going on that dinner date they have been talking about for what feels like an eternity. And we have to address the elephant in the room. When Chad and Belle first matched on that dating app, Chad looked a whole lot like Billy Flynn. And now, a few weeks later, Chad looks exactly like Connor Floyd. The recast is officially on our screens! It is always so jarring when they swap actors right in the middle of a storyline, but Connor's doing a good job so far. It is just funny how they act like nothing happened. But anyway, this date, waiting this long to see if they have any romantic chemistry is honestly a bit of a letdown. Belle has basically been on a dating hiatus ever since her messy relationship with EJ blew up in her face. And she is still incredibly bitter and jealous that Sean rejected her care after he got shot. Sean is currently shacked up at Jada's apartment, getting hot and heavy with her, and Belle is losing her mind over it. So of course she is going on a date with Chad to distract herself, and Chad is doing the exact same thing. His budding relationship with Kat completely fell apart. He had to sign a custody agreement with Jennifer and Jack that literally prohibits him from starting a relationship with the woman who impersonated Abigail. Thomas hates Kat, the Devereaux family hates Kat, so Chad is forced to stay away from her. So he is lonely, Belle is lonely, and they are out to dinner. Do I think they have long-term potential? Absolutely not. They are totally using each other to get over their exes. But maybe I am being too harsh. Maybe they will bond over their shared trauma and messy families. I mean, she is a Black and he is a DiMera. It is a classic soap pairing, but I just cannot see it lasting. Belle is always going to be pulled back to Sean, and Chad is clearly still hung up on Kat and grieving Abigail. It just feels like everyone in Salem is currently settling for their second or third choices right now. Gabi is settling for Theo's comfort. Belle is settling for Chad. Chad is settling for Belle. It is just a whole town of broken hearts and bad decisions. And I am here for every single second of it. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Are you shipping Chad and Belle? Do you think Kat is going to bust EJ? And how long until Kristen gets caught for what she did to Sophia? I need to know your theories.